So, good morning, YouTube. When I started out doing YouTubes, I had kept in mind and promised to share the good and the bad. And so here is a I guess seemingly bad, but I guess it gives the opportunity for me to practice. Yesterday I had an experience with somebody that in my life that I really, really care about, somebody who's very, very dear to me. And I knew when I did it that I shouldn't be doing it because of her reaction to other things that I've told her. So I kind of know how she's going to react to different things in my life. But I had a weak moment, I guess, or whatever. I had a couple of drinks, so I made a mistake, and I shared something with her, and it just turned into a really, really bad interaction. And it's not like we parted in a bad way, but it was a very bad interaction. And I'm just gonna go to the point that what I have learned throughout my life, but especially in the last couple years, is when you are attempting in your life to achieve something that seems impossible to other people, they will just pull you down for fear you're going to get hurt. I'm not entirely sure what is going on. Like, one of the things that I had been thinking when this dialogue was taking place yesterday was, why is she doing this? What is her motivation in doing this? And I can't even say. I mean, she had said, I don't want you to get hurt. But I really want to talk about this. It's like there are times when we are attempting to do new things. It's like just putting it out to a baby. So a baby's learning to walk. You know, it's ridiculous to say, don't try to walk because I'm afraid you're going to get hurt. Because how many times does a baby fall when they're learning to walk, or learning to run, or learning to hop on one foot, or learning to do all kinds of things? When we are doing things in life, there is risk of getting hurt involved. And so I have set out over the last couple of years to achieve things in my life, to go after dreams, to write a book, to have an entire body of work that is like my work on YouTube as well as podcasts. You can find my podcast, Blonde Haired Girl to Go, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. And so I have this whole body of work on there as well. And my inner practice every day. Every day I am practicing these principles that I believe in with everything that I am. And that is that we create our reality, which sounds so esoteric, but we create our reality. It's not happening to us. We create it. We have a dream, and then things just kind of come into place to have that dream become a reality. And it's like, I'm not suggesting that I want to be a ballerina and I'm just going to sit in my bedroom all day every day and then expect to become a ballerina. That's not what I'm doing. Like, I practice these principles all the time. And so it's more like telling, somebody who has practiced and practiced and practiced their whole life, me saying, if I were a soccer player, I want to try out for the women's team for the World Cup, and I practice every day. I practice soccer 8 hours of every single day. I'm practicing, and then having my friends say, why would you do that? You might get hurt, Kind of like this seeming unworthiness that I don't know how to describe it except that it just sort of messes up my energy. And she's not the only one. I have other people in my life that do these kinds of things where they like to pull me into what they consider reality, which is their reality. It's their reality. It's not my reality. So basically, for the last few hours, last night, I'm just more angry with myself that I'm back here again, wasting 1 minute of joy in my life. But I guess that it gives me another opportunity to practice. Am I going to believe that? Am I going to believe that because I might get hurt or I might not be able to achieve something, I'm just not going to even try? I'm just going to give up? Because my life is just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going, and I can either have it be a delightful, wonderful journey that does have some disappointment in it, or something incredibly mundane. And I choose magic. I want my life to be magical, because I have like amazing things happen every day, which she likes to discount continuously. She likes to discount it as something else and turns it into something entirely different than the way that I see it. Anyway, it's just so super interesting. But the moral of this story is that anybody who tries to achieve something that other people think is impossible gets a lot of resistance from the people around you. And so perhaps I need a new tribe. Which is another, I was listening to YouTube yesterday, and I was like, they were talking about like getting your tribe, finding your tribe, and it makes me laugh because my tribe, they're not in my physicality. So I don't really have a tribe. So I'm sort of like this lone, I kind of think of it like sort of like an eagle. I'm just sort of this, or a hawk. I'm just like a hawk, just sailing out there, seemingly alone. I mean, I know that I'm never alone, and it can get very lonely. It can. It can't, but I can't stop now. Now that I know that I create my reality and that life is not just happening to me, I'm not just a victim of happenstance. There isn't this angry God that is making me follow rules, or he's going to be mad and send me to the bad place. No, I believe that God is benevolence. That God is benevolence and love itself. And so God would want my life to be amazing. Anyway, so on that note, I'm going to go. I hope you all have a good day. Love you. I'll be back with other ideas. You know I will.